So what do you say to Jack Smith? I mean, and again, I guess you have to be careful what you say. He still is the special investigator, the special prosecutor.
I
kind of holds, yours and others' future. Go ahead.
Long ago, stopped being careful, and I don't worry about the Jack Smiths of this world. I have a chapter in my book called "Stand Up to Bullies." So here's what I say to Jack Smith. After the Supreme Court threw out your case, which should have been a disgrace, and you should have gone and found another profession because you don't belong in this one. This one will be your legacy. Violating the right of free speech of an American citizen. Never mind whether he was president or not. It could be anybody. It could be a homeless person. You don't get to violate people's First Amendment rights, Smith.
He's talking about the Jack Smith. By the way, Eric Bolling there really tried to warn him from the beginning. He goes, I'm gonna ask you this question, but remember, bro, they're gonna come after you if you say more of the types of things that Donald Trump and you guys like to say. And he's like, I don't care. It's fine, have at it, bro. By the way, he had a bit of a shakiness to his voice. He looks very afraid of what's going on. This is what he might be afraid of. He faces a similar charge as the rest of them, a violation of Georgia's RICO Act for allegedly taking part in that conspiracy when then President Trump and others in this bid to overturn the 2020 election results in Georgia. That charge, as I mentioned, carries a minimum 5-year sentence and a maximum of 20. And in a court filing, and in court on Monday, Giuliani also said that the legal quagmires have left him effectively out of cash. Maybe that's why he's so upset. He even appears to have responded to some of the money crunch by listing for sale a 3-bedroom Manhattan apartment he owns for $6.5 million. Wow. If it can happen to me, it can happen to you. And maybe you'll have to sell your $6.5 million Manhattan apartment. Maybe you'll have to do that because everybody has those. They keep fooling these people into thinking that they're on the same level as them when he'll openly say it could be Donald Trump or it could be some homeless person. Those garbage people there. These are the people you're supporting. These are the people you like. These are the people that you think associate with you. Because if you walked by him on the street, he'd shove you aside and be like, please keep him away from my $6.5 million apartment. I'm about to sell this because of my legal issues. Legal issues that Donald Trump is still screwing you over on. How about those details? Giuliani's attorney fees have not been paid directly by Trump's Political Action Committee. Trump's PAC paid more than $300,000 in May to a company handling Giuliani's archived records for evidence preservation in court cases, because that might help his ass. And that's according to federal campaign finance records in court filings. Before we get to Janine Pirro, you got thoughts on Giuliani? Because he's always fun.
I'll say that I think, you pointed out the shakiness in his voice. That might have more to do with the steady buzz he maintains from the moment he wakes up till the moment he goes to sleep. I don't know if he was crying. I don't even know if he's fully cognizant of what's happening to him. Rudy Giuliani, having utilized these RICO laws and now being charged under them, I think is just some sweet poetic justice, or just at least it's ironic and I can enjoy that. This is a man who has so far fallen from the respect that people held, deservedly or not, for him for so long. He was America's mayor and now he's this bumbling idiot who has a podcast where you can hear his phone ringing in the background the entire time, who is real. And it's just what I cannot fathom is why all of these people were so willing to put themselves at risk for Donald Trump. And for 4 years of glory, what did they get out of it? That's what I want to know. What did all of these people get out of it? Just being close to the president? Were there favors involved? I don't know. Is Rudy Giuliani just some massive sycophant for Donald Trump? And this man doesn't care about you. This 100%. Man doesn't give a single crap about you. So why do it?
I think we saw it a little bit in the when the run up to the original primary when Trump came in 2015 and everyone was vehemently against him. All of the candidates, 22 of the others, were all against him and point out exactly who he was. They weren't lying when they said he only cares about himself. He's an abhorrent liar. He's a horrible businessman. They went through all the things about him that are very true. And once he beat their asses all down to submission, suddenly they love the guy. Mm-hmm. It's all about the political fealty. But I don't get, as you mentioned, I don't get the Giuliani part. He's not running for office. In fact, he knows these laws. He was the guy, I mentioned it yesterday. He's the guy who took down the mob. That's what he was known for before he became the mayor. That's probably how he became mayor in the first place. So you don't understand how this works? When you're the one who was the head of the whole legal team that took them down with the same way, the guy acts like a mobster, Donald Trump, and you work with him. And he's pulling the rug out from under you along with any dollars you may need to defend yourself. He doesn't care.